Shout out to the Cows gang. I'm your host, Mr. Palmer, and welcome to the show, Victim or Volunteer. What I want y'all to do, grab the nearest couch, sit back, and enjoy the ride. Man, Cows gang, let's talk about this unfortunate situation right here. Now, you have people that you look up to, that you love, all you know is good from that person, but then you find out after something tragic happened that he or she got some skeletons in the closet. What? It might be that he was a drug dealer. Might be that, he beat women or she beat men. It might be some that will actually make you feel shame. Well, you have a 39-year-old Birmingham football coach who was killed by a 23-year-old. Now, when you think about that, you be like, yeah, that 23-year-old mother probably robbed him as he got out the car. Probably, saw him on social media flexing and he decided to go ahead and rob his ass. No, that ain't what happened. The 39-year-old, his name is Demetrice Darnell Beverly. He was in the 23-year-old's house and he was up in there his girlfriend. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So the 23-year-old, his name is De'Corlion Keshaun Robinson, came home from work and caught his 21-year-old girlfriend, some people saying wife, either way, he caught his girl, 21-year-old Jamia Lawson, in the house getting banged out by the 39-year-old coach. Now, what makes this even worse is the 39-year-old coach is married with 3 kids. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. So he went up in there, he spazzed the out, and he killed him. They call this a domestic shooting, and so far, Robinson is charged with unlawful possession of a machine gun conversion device. What that means for those that don't know about that means he had a switch on this. That means he converted his 9mm or something like that, put a switch on it where it come out rapidly, automatically, rat-a-tat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat. So after that happened, this happened like 9 p.m. Wednesday, and his girl called 911 and reported the So not only was she around with another, she actually called the police on her man, so-called man. Police went to the apartment and found Beverly was unresponsive in the apartment bedroom. And, Beverly, the football coach, was visiting a female friend and was shot multiple times with a Glock switch by the woman's boyfriend. And he was dead approximately 9:26 p.m. A lot of friends and family are mourning for this football coach. Friends said he was a loving and caring father, brother, son, husband. You know what I'm saying? Actually, that came from his father, Antonio Cook. Said he was a good guy. Beverly was a graduate from Parker Highschool where he played football and baseball. And he returned back in 2020 as a part-time assistant football coach. And they also called him MEAT, M-E-A-T, and said that he gave his all to the Thundering Herd on the field and in our community. Now this was posted on Facebook. And, of course, it's saying, stop the violence and, we need to build safer communities and stuff like that. This is an unfortunate situation. Definitely an unfortunate situation. But when you go to the Facebook post and they talk about, the unfortunate situation that happened, you have a lot of people supporting the man who came up in there, the 23-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at this first post that I see. This woman says, why y'all saying rest in heaven? Why y'all saying rest in heaven? Because they matter of fact, let's stop him here. August 14th, 12:17 p.m., Tyrus L. Moss says, this is a hard pill he meant to say swallow, especially when you coach him in 2 sports, then he come back to help you coach football and baseball, my favorite class of all time, 2003, he was a part of that class, and he tagged Demetrice Beverly in the post. And this woman says, why y'all saying rest in heaven? Wow. And this dude says you part of the problem also, perv. So the man who posted called him a perv. The next person posted, proverbs and stuff about the husband not being at home. I ain't gonna read all that. I guess basically saying the husband's supposed to be a husband, don't cheat. And if you do cheat, you lead it to the chamber of death. This woman said, may his wife and child find peace and comfort. This has to be so hard for them. Prayers for all involved. Let's go. I'm gonna skip to the ones that motherfucker called them out. A lot of people saying, West Rail, my brother, people that know him, condolences to the family, prayers to the family. But a lot of people are saying, it's his fault, it's on him. It's crazy. It's crazy. They calling him out like, hey, it's his fault, he was married. It is what he get. But you got some people calling out this 21-year-old Jamia Lawson also. You have a female, because what she ended up doing, she deactivated her page because people was going in on her. You have this girl right here that tagged Jamia Lawson, said, y'all don't forget her name when she reactivate her page, and laughing like a mother, And what I do want to do is go back to 2012. It seemed to me Demetrice Beverly was always player. Now, I don't know if he was married at that time, but look at this post. She said she got a boyfriend. I say, so you want another one? LOL. Hey, and here's another one in 2012. He says, if you got two girls that can't choose between them, either flip a coin or have sex. Tiebreaker, I'm just saying. Hey, can't hate the game, fam. Can't hate the game. But what kills me about this situation is the fact that people saying that the dude deserved to get killed because he was dealing with a little girl. And I'm like, nah, she's 21 years old. She's not a little girl. She's a grown woman that made a choice to have that man in her man's house. They calling him out, but not calling out the person that wrote the blueprint. And what I mean by writing the blueprint is she had to tell him to come over. She had to tell him it was cool. She probably said, dude, don't come home. He do doubles and everything else under the sun. And she opened up that gate. Didn't go to a hotel, didn't go to a motel, didn't go to the back of the car, the alley, anywhere. She chose to do it in the man's house, So, it's definitely an unfortunate situation. And for the 23-year-old, they posted up a GoFundMe and it was at $2,000. But when I go back on that now, it's not there no more. So I don't know if they flagged it or they deactivated it. I'm not sure. But a lot of people is rooting for him to get out. But here's the problem. Even if they say, crime of passion and we ain't gonna give you no time in jail, he's facing another charge with that gun with a switch on it. And I just looked it up. They got a new law that they passed a few years ago that you can serve up to 10 years. So if they say, okay, you ain't going to jail for murder, now you got to do 10 years for having a Glock switch, because he shouldn't have had that motherfucker anyway. Now, one thing I got to tell y'all, Cows Gang, is this. We all grown here. And, motherfuckers gonna cheat. And all I got to tell y'all, if you're going to do that, you got to be careful. If you're going to dip off and with another man's girl or wife, don't go to their motherfucking house. But at the same time, you have women out here who lie and say, ain't no man living in here. And you trust that and you be the one to get shot. That's what I never understand. Anytime man come in the house and they see another dude in the house, the man get beat up. The man get shot. He get jumped on. But nothing happened to the woman that you supposed to be married to or have a kid with or in a relationship with, and she brought the motherfucking L. I would never understand that. Sometimes, man, you got to take an L, just go about your business. And by this young brother not being married to her, he should have been gone. But they lived together for 6 years. Maybe he looked at it like, hey, we as one and everything else. It's definitely an unfortunate situation. And everybody's saying, hey, the football coach got what he got, he deserved it. Men and women are saying that shit. But sometimes I really believe that you dudes be pointing the guns in the wrong direction. Another thing is, there's so many black men that are locked up and jailed because of a woman who wrote the blueprint, for this shit. We got to change that dynamic. So, what I want to know, Cows Gang? When it comes to 39-year-old football coach, Demetrice Beverly, I got to know, is he a victim or volunteer? And I also got to know about this 23-year-old brother, De'Corlion Keshaun Robinson. Is he a victim or volunteer? And lastly, but not least, when it comes to 21-year-old college graduate, Jamia Lawson, I got to know, is she a victim or volunteer? Y'all tell me what y'all think. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Cows Gang, Cows Gang.